Good day. Welcome to day 15. Doing it inside today because it's cold and rainy and windy and all that oh my wonderful stuff outside. So taking it easy. Slept very well last night. Only woke up I think about half a dozen times. That's a serious improvement, down from 20 plus. Sleep tracker is showing, again, really good sleep. Several hours of deep. HRV unchanged. Difference is I woke up not feeling fully rested, and that feeling just has not gone away today. I did take half a teaspoon of salt right off the bat in the morning, which helped. I am just tired. It's a nice way of putting it. I feel fine. My mental clarity is awesome, but my energy level is really low. It's a perfectly good day to have a fire going, which we have, and that makes our home so much more livable and comfortable, and allows me just to focus on journaling and doing my thing. So in terms of activities, I did a lot of cooking this morning. Got some really good reviews because I can cook a mean breakfast. And the rest of the day has mostly been writing and helping with food and groceries and taking care of the kids. So yeah, I scaled it way down from yesterday and am taking it a lot easier because something's going on. In terms of what's happening in my body feels great. I don't have any localized pain like I have in the past. But my head, my brain is active. Oh my gosh. Lots of, imagine taking a empty gallon of milk and, no, not empty, but about 1/3 full, and kind of swishing it around in a circle, how the liquid would move in that. That's what it feels like inside my head. I can feel a lot of motion and a lot of just popping and funny, nothing unpleasant, but something's going on. And I've had another round of dreams last night where after several days of nothing like this and not even any cravings or anything, they all returned yesterday, and then I had dreams last night, several, not nearly as intense, but they all had to do with the same theme of encounter food, eat food, and then remember, oh, darn it, I was fasting. So clearly my brain is doing something, and the nature of the dreams and how hard I have to work to really understand that difference between prep and social and eating. It's a lot harder right now. So I think my brain is really working on those pathways. It's a long-standing addiction, and it's a serious project, and it's happening. So I'm just supporting my body in that. I can't think of anything more important in terms of potential benefits from this fast than seeing my relationship with food be reset in a positive and healthy way. And it sure looks from every aspect like that's exactly what's happening. So I'm happy to back off and let that happen. That way I can enjoy those benefits for the rest of my life instead of fighting them for the rest of my life. I would like to mention a couple things about journaling. I have been journaling for a long time. It's a daily thing, mostly for me. I have a structure. I don't just sit down and open, but I address the most important elements of my identity in my life, which for me are going to be emotional, physical, spiritual, temporal, and sexual. Those are all I see as the elements of my identity, and I address those most every day. And I have my own technique and approach to them. But during a fast, the brain is obviously so much more malleable and open to understanding suggestion and mostly change. So I have been religious on this particular fast for 15 days to really give my journaling first priority, even when I'm not in the mood. I write everything out. Every thought, every concern, every emotional issue I can come up with, conversations with my wife that were impactful, especially, obviously, really about the fast and what I'm experiencing and why I think I'm experiencing it. And it allows me to understand what's going on up here and down here. And with that understanding, I become able to act, to understand what's going on, and to take action to solve these problems. When you're in a long-term fasted state, your entire body and mind are in a hyperactive state of repair and refurbishment. And that applies to emotional well-being as well as physical. And the physical is undergoing a ridiculously high-speed process of healing. Those same blessings, benefits are available to the mind and the emotions. But if you're not aware of them and you're not trying, then they just get left on the table. So I am using this time to address my issues with anxiety and fear and faith and food and sex and anything else that comes up, and just facing it 100% head on, so that during this time I can rewire my brain away from addictive or destructive pathways and put healthy ones in their place, so that when this fast is over, I am on stable and strong ground and able to really move forward. Journaling is absolutely essential for that. If you can find a different format other than actually writing things down, I'm completely digital, then great. But you got to find a way to make that happen, or else you're leaving, like I said, a lot of amazing benefits and blessings from your hard work behind, unclaimed. I had a couple of great ideas that I was going to share today, but my brain is just tired, so I'm going to leave it at that, and with my focus on sustainability, making the benefits and blessings of this fast last and endure after the fast is over. And I've been contemplating something I've been talking about before, and I came up with a way to describe the difference between preparation, cooking, eating, enjoying the food, ingesting it, and the social aspect. And I've been referring it to myself as the triad. And an example that I came up with was showing how they're independent and they're complementary but independent of each other, is the difference between preparing the food and eating it. Now, if I'm in a place right now where I'm preparing the food, but I'm not eating it. And, I'm learning that those two are okay. And it is possible to really overwhelm and forfeit all the joy of food prep and cooking, which I really enjoy, because I focus on the fact that I'm not eating. But what happens if I take that situation and reverse it? And I'm in a situation where I'm sitting down to eat a delicious meal, but I'm so miffed that I didn't get to cook it that I can't enjoy it. This food just doesn't work because I didn't get to make it. My wife came in and made it. How dare she? Sounds kind of silly, but it works both ways. The experience of eating is wonderful. The experience of prep is wonderful. And the experience of social interaction, being at table with people while you're eating, is wonderful. And those three elements are independent. The highly processed foods, HPFs, and our American approach to kind of asocial eating have really caused those three elements of the triad to mix, or with the addictive properties of modern food, it causes our focus on the actual eating of the food to overwhelm the other two, the social and the prep, to the point that they almost don't exist, or they just get melded all together. And this water fast is an opportunity for me to separate those three elements and to understand that one is not the other. That it is not only possible, but important, critical, that we be able to enjoy food prep and social independent of food. And the three are three individual but very related sources of pleasure and just worthwhile activity for being alive, being human. So, and this is my way of, as my brain unwires the negative pathways, the addictive pathways in my brain, this is my way of physically teaching my brain healthy and intelligent ways to deal with food. So I'm tired. I'm going to prep this and upload it and call it a day. And we will see you tomorrow on day 16.